everyone, this is Rob News Blog Animation Bliss, and welcome to another animated news segment. So this week's animated news segment is actually going to be very different from the other animated news videos that I have done in the past. And that's because this video is going to be focusing on CinemaCon. So what's CinemaCon, you ask? Well, CinemaCon is basically where all the movie theater owners and movie studios come together, and the movie studios showcase some of the upcoming movies that they have. So basically it's like a Comic-Con for the movie owners and for movie studios in general. So for this video, I wanted to talk about all the upcoming animated films from the CinemaCon for this year. Unfortunately, compared to the live action films that I mentioned on my main channel, Rabbitio's blog, there's only really very few animated films that were being mentioned in this year's CinemaCon. Now, there might be some animated films that I actually missed from this list, but yeah, these are the list of animated films that I have so far from the CinemaCon for this year. So let's talk about some upcoming animated films from this year's CinemaCon. So from Universal Pictures, we have some footage from Despicable Me 4 and some footage for the upcoming animated film, The Wild Robot. And then from Paramount Pictures, we have announcements of the upcoming Paw Patrol 3 movie, announcements of the upcoming sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, and an upcoming movie called Aang the Last Airbender, which will have Dave Bautista as the main villain. And then the final animation news for Paramount is that there's footage for Transformers 1. And then from Disney, we have some footage from Inside Out 2 and some footage from Moana 2. Now it's time for Thoughts for the Day, where I talk about my personal thoughts about this week's animation news. So as I stated before, there's not really a lot of upcoming animated projects that were announced at CinemaCon. Again, I probably have not mentioned all the animated projects that were coming up from this year's CinemaCon. But from the animation projects that I have mentioned, some of the ones that I'm interested in are Despicable Me 4. Of course, the Despicable Me series is actually an ongoing franchise that's been around since the early 2010s. So I'm really surprised that this franchise is still going on to this very day. I guess the Despicable Me movies are like the most popular franchise from Illumination. So of course they're going to make a fourth movie to this. And I am interested in seeing how the fourth movie is going to pan out. And then I'm really curious about this new movie called The Wild Robot. It's his latest animated film from Universal. And I am curious to see how this movie is going to pan out and what this movie is going to be all about. And then of course Paramount has like some of the most interesting news in regards to animation. So of course we got a sequel for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem after seeing how successful that movie was last year. So I am really excited to see the sequel to that movie. And then the one that I'm really curious about is this new Avatar movie called Aang the Last Airbender. I'm surprised that this is going to be a fully animated movie and it's going to have Dave Bautista in it as the villain. So yeah, this is actually very interesting to me. I love Avatar the Last Airbender, and I'm really surprised with the resurgence that this franchise has been getting over the recent years. Like there's recently a live action TV series out on Netflix right now, which I need to sit down and watch sometime. But the fact that they announced that they're going to make a fully animated movie about Avatar The Last Airbender has me really excited, and I would love to see how this fully animated movie is going to pan out and what this movie is going to be all about, and if it's going to be connected in any way to the main TV series Avatar The Last Airbender. So this one was really exciting to me. And then in regards to Transformers 1, I did hear some rumblings that this movie is going to be similar to Minions, which is kind of disappointing to me because I wanted this movie to be a little more serious in tone, like most of the Transformers franchise has been up to this point. And the fact that this movie is going to be as goofy as Minions is kind of like, I don't know about that. I wanted this movie to be serious. But I guess we'll wait and see how this movie is going to pan out. Maybe this movie is still going to be good regardless of its goofier tone. So I guess we'll wait and see what's going to happen with Transformers 1. And then of course there's footage about Moana 2. Actually, I'm really surprised about this one because at first Disney wanted to make a TV series about Moana, but I guess they just up and decided to just make a straight up sequel to Moana, which is great for me. Like I wanted to see a sequel to Moana for a long time, and I am curious to see if the sequel to Moana is going to be as good as the first movie. Like I really enjoyed the first Moana movie, and I am really excited about the sequel coming. So I like to see what this Moana sequel is going to be like and if it's going to match up to the first movie. And now a word from this channel. All All aboard the Animated Social Media Express. Want to send some tweets my way? Then follow me on Twitter. Want to join our special animation community? Then join our Discord group, Animation Bliss. Want to see more updates on our YouTube videos? Then check out our Facebook group, Animation Bliss. Want to download on everything going on with this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, back to the video. So overall, I'm really liking the news about all the animated films that were announced at CinemaCon for this year. Most of these animated films sound really interesting to me, especially the Wild Robot and the Aang, the Last Airbender movie, and Moana 2. Like, I'm really looking forward to watching those movies, and I hope that we get to see more animated movies come out in the near future. Like, I feel like there's not a lot of animated movies being made nowadays, and I hope that we get some more animated movies made down the line, because I love animation. This whole channel is dedicated to animation. So yeah, I do hope that we get more animated movies down the line or at the next CinemaCon. But yeah, I am really interested in all these animated movies that were announced at this year's CinemaCon. So that's it for this week's animated news, and tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this year's CinemaCon in regards to the animated movies that are coming up? Are you guys excited for these animated movies? And which upcoming animated movies are you guys excited to watch? Please let me know in the comments down below. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Robbie Spot Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later. Hey animation fans, like this video? If you want to see more animated content from this channel, then please hit that big old animated subscribe button so that you can get more awesome content from this channel.